Good morning. I'm dating again. And I know you're probably asking yourself, why would a man be there? No, because same. I'm literally asking myself the same question. But he's really sweet and he spoils me rotten and I'm having a lot of fun. But after my last relationship ended, I promised myself that I'd never lose me in a relationship again. And if I've learned anything from being a serial long-term dater, it's that I'm so in the habit of dropping my entire identity in the name of being girlfriend. So on this lovely 5 a.m. morning, I've decided to go on a full-on rant about how I keep myself top priority, even when I'm dating. So first things first, your relationship should feel like the cherry on top of an already beautiful life. For me, this looks like building a routine that I'm proud of and filling my days with promises that I've made to myself, and then treating date night as like a sweet treat at the end for actually getting all the things on my to-do list done. So before making any plans with Boyf, I fill my schedule with the things that fill my cup. Sometimes that's early morning workout classes, sometimes that's grocery shopping and meal prepping, sometimes that's just taking the time to clean myself and my space. So before I get ready for date night tonight, let's start today bright and early with the very first promise I promised to keep to myself, which is a 6 a.m. hot yoga class. Bonus points if you're going with a girlfriend because friend time is invaluable. So let's get ready for a hot yoga class.
Osmo? Is it really?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get that.
Hot yoga. I'm obsessed with this thing.
What's it called? Washing my hair yesterday.
Dude, I literally washed my hair yesterday.
And I was like, bro, idiot.
Charlie's Angels.
Wait, what? Just my hot ass.
Oh my god, my freckles are popping.
Summer.
I did it. I made it out of hot yoga. And I had my accountability buddy. She's there. Oh my god, I have an egghead. Alright, let's go take a shower. I cannot be the only ADHD girly that thinks that a little tidy makes all the difference in feeling productive. So, I just got out of the shower. I'm in a matching PJ set because that makes me feel fucking fantastic. And I'm gonna do some laundry. Okay, laundry's in. I'm gonna make some breakfast. While I'm doing that, I'm just gonna listen to the peaceful piano playlist on Spotify because if I'm being so completely honest, the second I turn on the TV or I start scrolling, I'm doomed. The rest of my day is just gonna be that. And then I'll get nothing else done. So, I know my weaknesses and I'm gonna work around them. Good morning, Mama. Good morning, Mama. And we have some kitty cuddles to start the day as well. Let's make some brekkie. Reading is one of those hobbies that tends to be one of the first to just go out the window once I start overthinking, overanalyzing, and just giving up on myself. If I'm honest. Let's call it what it is. So far it's actually really heartbreaking, and I know that it stays quite sad pretty much the whole way through. But I'm hoping for a happy ending because I am a sucker for a happy ending. And hi, Mama. And I don't want to read a sad book. I don't want to read something that's going to completely gut me. But so far, that's exactly what this is doing. But it is so good. Yeah, I can't recommend it yet because I'm only 85 pages in. But so far, so good. I'm actually really loving this. And reading is one of the hobbies I wanted to get back into for Q2. And speaking of hobbies, another hobby I tend to put on the back burner is ceramics, and that sucks because I really like ceramics. One of my guilty truths is that I tend to put all my hobbies, all of them, on the back burner when I'm in a relationship. And so one of the ways I'm really trying to stay on top of prioritizing myself in a relationship is by keeping my hobbies. Instead of putting all of my time into the relationship, giving all of my energy to someone else. Making sure that I reserve some, if not most, of my energy for me. You know? Because it's not cute or desirable to be completely giving up that relationship with yourself in order to make someone else happy. And I refuse to fall back into that habit. So the other day I was throwing on my balcony wheel, which is one of my favorite places to be. And today I'm taking the time to underglaze some of the things I made. Because if you don't carve out time for your hobbies, there will never be time for your hobbies. Which sounds pretty obvious, but it helps to hear it. And I honestly have a lot of fun with it. And I never expect any perfection out of it. It's just purely for fun. Like half the time, the things I make on the wheel are not that great. And I just do it to practice. And I never actually need to fire any of those pieces. And then I recycle the clay and I practice again. We're practicing. We're getting somewhere. Where that is, I'm not quite sure, but we'll figure it out along the way, I guess. And isn't that everything in life? Covered in little stars, because I'm a star. So, is it perfect? No, but it's fun to practice, it's fun to play, and I'm happy with it. Another big goal of mine for Q2 has been practicing Spanish, and I've been using this app. What is this called, actually? Lingo Looper. And I like it because you get a little character, and she talks to you, and you can click on words that you don't understand, and it'll translate it for you, and it'll teach you how to say it. So I think that's really cute. And you talk to this little AI person, and they talk back, and you practice with them. It's like having a Spanish teacher. I get to practice with Carolina on my app, and yeah, I think it'd be really cool to be fluent in Spanish because my family's Puerto Rican. I would love to be able to hold a conversation with them. So I've been trying to carve out at least 20 minutes a day to practice my Spanish, and I like to call it my homework because in my brain, homework sounds like something you might not want to do, but you have to do. Like, you have to do it. It's your homework. It's got to get done. And hop girls have hobbies and structure. And I guess they're bilingual. If you really want to be a hot girl this summer, learn a new language. That shit is impressive. Okay, so it's time for me to get ready. Nothing brings me more joy than having a bevy in a glass I made, or having breakfast on a plate I made. It's the little things. Every week, Boyf and I have a date night, and now that I've done all I can to fill my personal cup, it's time to get ready for date night. At the end of the day, I'm just a girly girl who loves any excuse to dress up. So, I'm gonna get all did up because it makes me feel pretty. But I also love getting all cute and dolled up and then walking into the room and him being like, wow, you look so beautiful. Who don't love a good compliment? So I'm gonna get cute, I'm gonna pick an outfit, and I'm gonna go on my date night. And now that I've done everything that I can in the first half of my day to fill my cup, I feel really good about myself, which is gonna make date night even better because, and I think that's where I kept getting caught up in all of my past relationships, is just not really prioritizing myself. It gets real easy, especially in something long term, to try to prioritize the other person. And I think it comes from a good place, of course, but it can be detrimental long term if you're not prioritizing yourself. So if you take nothing else from this video diary, let it be that you are number one. I know one day I'm gonna look back on these videos and be like, damn, I really had it all. Anyways, love you. See you on date night.